In any project, let's talk about this box is like your organization. So any organization may continuously keep doing some kind of need assessment. Yeah. Or you can say, now what they do in the need assessment, they keep looking at various factors, environmental factors, to see what are the opportunities, what are the challenges we are facing in our business. And based on their assessment of the environment, they may initiate that, guys, we looks like this problem or this opportunity worth exploring, and let's evaluate this opportunity a little further in the form of, in order to evaluate that opportunity further, they may come up with something called business case. So the organizations may end up creating a business case for a particular need, not all needs. They may do a rough calculation of some of the needs, and then they come up with a business case. And those business cases which are looking promising, which means they feel that they can earn more money than what they are expending, it helps them in growing their business. It helps them in upgrading their technology, so they can have various types of business needs. And the case or a particular opportunity which looks good in those parameters, they may follow a process to initiate a project. Yeah. And here you come into the picture. You can say, okay, project get identified, and I may, as a project manager, say work. I'm not getting into the details of terms like project charter and all, but the project get initiated and you come into the picture. So that's a one possible flow. Now, some of you who are working as a project manager says, I never see this happening. We do project for other reasons. Okay. Now, what could be that? Maybe in your case, some client or customer is giving you an order. They might be doing their needs assessment. They might be having their business case, which is outside your organization. And based on that, they may have a contract with your company. So they may come up with a contract. And based on this thing, if I change the color here, so you can say they have a need which leads to a business case. It's outside your organization. They give you a contract, and based on contract, you raise a project. Yeah. So both are possible. Sometimes you do project against a given order, which is coming from outside your organization. And many times you may do a project because it is a business case from your own organization, which worth solving. Now, many of us who can say, okay, I have a project. So what do? I probably identify deliverable. That's what I do. And finally, and then I deliver deliverables, Now, without getting into the details, we can say this is all, in general, is all about the project. Now, when I focus on delivering deliverable, I can say I produce, let's not get into this particular color. Let's produce an output. We produce an output which probably takes care of for the reason which we have initiated the project. Now the question comes here is, you are producing the output, but are we getting the desired outcome from the project? Now what is that outcome? We can say, okay, what was the primary reason for which the project was initiated? Yeah? Maybe which was a business case here or a business case for the other company, but are we producing the outcome? Now, traditionally, the project managers have been, like the way project management has been defined, we have been focusing too much on producing deliverables. We can say, I have a scope which tells me produce this, I produce this, and my job is over. But as the project management is growing, now PMI expect, no, it is not enough to produce a deliverable. You need to focus on delivering outcome as well. And we have a project management principle which calls focus on value. So we need to focus on value also. And the question comes in, what is value? Oh, values are somewhere lying here, yeah, and probably somewhere defined here, or maybe in case of a contract, you may have a possibility that you may not know the value very well, but in case of internal work, you need to know the value. So what is expected from the project manager is, first, they need to identify and understand the value beyond deliverable. So when my project gets initiated, I need to ask, what are the reasons behind this project? What kind of things the organization wants to achieve as a success from this particular project? Do they want to save money? Do they want to increase their market share? Do they want to improve their technology? Do they want to improve their customer service? What is the reason behind it? And once I have a reason behind that thing clearly understood, throughout the project delivery, I need to remind my team as well as stakeholder why we have initiated this. So we definitely work on deliverable, but we keep relating those deliverable to the value for which the project got initiated. So I probably not own the value. Those values were coming from the business who is investing in the money. But as a project manager, I have a role to remind the value to the stakeholders. So I do that periodically. Whenever the milestone reviews or iteration reviews or release reviews are happening, we can focus on the term adaptive or predictive differently. I need to ensure that there is a mechanism to see how are we doing in the outcomes phase. Are we going way off the target? Are we on target, or we are going beyond that? So I need to bring those mechanisms so that periodically we have a mechanism to track the value delivery or mechanism to forecast the value delivery. On top of your work, maybe your organization also have a group which is called benefit measurement group, or sometimes it is also known as a benefit management plan, which is maintained by benefit group. So you have a benefit group who might be working on seeing what kind of benefit your project is producing, because sometimes your benefits goes beyond a project duration. It may go beyond your current way of say 1 year or whatever your project duration is. It may go beyond that. So what PMI expect from us, that we start understanding what is value, how do we identify them, how do we ensure an alignment on the value, and how do we ensure that there is a measurement system in the place. And as a project manager, I keep reminding my stakeholder about the value on a regular basis. Now, I stop here for a while and I say, okay, this is where we are. If you have any questions, that you can put it there. I do want to talk a little bit more about the PMP exam and this value thing. Now, many of you who might have a confusion like PMP exam is based on PMBOK 6, PMBOK 7, and this, that, and might be wondering where this value thing and all things comes in. So I remind you again, let me share the screen again, that whenever you are dealing with PMP exam, you need to go to PMI website, yeah, and you locate your, you go to a certification page, you click on PMP certification, and then you can scroll down and you can find something called PMP exam content outline. So whatever is written here is something your PMP exam outline is. You click on this button, it will open up in a box, and you can say that, okay, here we can see, okay, so you can see it here. I am just directly going to a page number 14 because I know where my topic is, but it has a lot of other content. And whatever we were discussing, whatever I was trying to show you is presented here in the form of statement related to evaluate the delivery of project benefits and value. So these are the way project managers are expected to behave related to this particular task. So as a project manager, I need to ensure that we investigate that benefits are identified. So business values, whatever different type of business values are, they are identified. Stakeholder has an alignment about it. So as a project manager, I need to verify that and I need to reconfirm, and then I need to keep iterating them throughout the project execution. I need to document agreement on ownership of benefit realization. So I need to have an understanding who is going to track the realization of the benefits. Say, because it may involve some sales data, it may involve some production data. You may not have an access to it. You are just doing project. It may go beyond your project duration. So as an organization, I need to have a clarity. Who are the people who are capturing the benefit related matrices and the information related to my project ongoing basis? We need to verify as a project manager that we have a system in place to track the benefits, which means you need to have some of the outcome matrices. So you can say, okay, we will keep calculating ROI on various milestones, estimated ROI, estimated returns on investment, but we have a measurement system in place beyond just variance reports, beyond that burn down chart report. We need to have an outcome related matrices as well, which we need to evaluate at a frequent basis. Evaluate delivery option to demonstrate value. So as a project manager, I need to focus on how can I deliver a value early? Can we do a part of delivery or a full delivery on a frequent basis so that the benefit starts coming in? So focusing on a term called minimum business increment, if I relate to your PMP exam, is a good idea. Or incremental delivery in case of predictive life cycle is also a good idea. Even in a predictive life cycle, you should focus on how much incremental delivery we can give. And appraise stakeholder of value gain progress on various milestones, iteration reviews, various checkpoints. I need to ensure that I am updating my stakeholders about what kind of benefits are achieved and how we are progressing towards our outcome matrices. So this particular task itself may give you 3-4 questions in the PMP exam. Whatever we discussed, if you get this thing well, and if you can relate it into a scenario situations, you may get 3-4 questions out of your business domain marked right.